Paula Aungier is here today to talk about prophecy and her new book, Proof that the Catholic Church is the one true church.
Yes, today I want to talk to you about prophecy and how it's going to affect you. Prophecy is when a divine being gives a message of hope or encouragement or a warning. The purpose of prophecy is actually to reduce suffering, especially in the long term. I'm going to give some examples now of prophecy and what happened when it was ignored. Our Lady appeared in La Salette in France in 1846 to two children. She gave a message of warning for the church. She said that the heads of congregations have to be much stricter in their interview process for priests and nuns. This was not listened to, and today we have loads of scandals involving priests and nuns and very unfortunate victims. Our Lady also gave more prophecies in Rwanda in 1981 to 6 visionaries. She said that the Rwandan people are to turn back to God. This didn't happen, and yet again there was more unfortunate victims, as there was a genocide in Rwanda in 1994 and over 1 million people had their bodies hacked to death. Our Lady also appeared in Fatima in 1917 to 3 visionaries there. She gave many prophecies in Fatima, especially to Lucia, who was the main visionary there. She prophesied the deaths of the 3 children accurately. She also prophesied the end of the First World War accurately. She also said that there would be a warning light in the sky before the Second World War if people don't turn back to God. This prophecy did come true, and in 1938 we had the Second World War. Lucia also prophesied that a bishop in white will be shot at. Pope John Paul II was shot at in 1981, and he learned about the prophecies then afterwards, and he put the bullet that hit him into the crown of Our Lady in Fatima. I saw this bullet myself. Our Lady is now appearing out in Medjugorje for 44 years to 6 visionaries out there in Medjugorje. She is now given 10 warnings, which are known as the 10 secrets of Fatima. Our Lady said in her first prophecy that people are going to experience their judgment as if they're going to die. Many people are going to die during this process because they're going to die from exposure to their sins, which they probably didn't know they had, but this is going to be done before God. Everybody is going to experience the supernatural phenomenon at the same time throughout the world at the same time. If you want to know the rest of these secrets, I have them contained within this amazing book. I've got these secrets from approved sources only. Our Lady also appears to Lucia in Fatima in 1917, and her last prophecy, she said to Lucia that she would appear to her again just one more time, and she appeared to Lucia in her convent in 1925. She gave the prophecy that in the end, in time, one church, one holy Catholic Apostolic Church. This book here contains, it would have the power to change a person from a very strong atheist into a person having a very strong faith. If you want to be part of this last prophecy of Lucia, I strongly advise you to buy this book, as it will be able to evangelize the whole world. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. Another question. Can you tell us what is the purpose of prophecies?
The purpose of prophecy is to reduce suffering in the long term. Many people, I realise nowadays, they don't really believe in prophecy, but it's a supernatural gift that divine beings have, say like Our Lady, obviously God, and saints would have this gift. And I do know that people might go to fortune tellers thinking that they have this gift, but fortune tellers do actually use Satan. And I know they wouldn't know that, but they are actually cursing themselves in the long term. But if you get a prophecy from a divine being, then this will only enhance your life. If you listen to those prophecies, your life will be enhanced and you'll be able to avoid undue suffering then.
A lot of people would want to know, do you have any proof that prophecies are accurate? What proof do you have?
Yes, as I said already, Rwanda, Our Lady appeared there in 1981 and she gave a warning there to 6 visionaries saying that if Rwandans don't turn back to God, that there will be a lot of suffering in the future. And unfortunately, there was a genocide there in 1994, a decade later, and over 1 million people had horrific deaths. And as I've read about this myself, many more people actually committed suicide. They just couldn't take their life. That the conditions there became so bad for so many people.
A lot of people have heard about Fatima more than any other place. Can you tell us about the so-called miracle of Fatima? Was it a miracle or was it an illusion?
That was quite an extraordinary miracle because, as you can imagine, it was a communist state at the time, and the 3 visionaries there, they were laughed at and jeered at, and people just tried to make out that they were just crazy. But because of this, Lucia said this to Our Lady, and she promised in her vision in July the 13th, 1917, that she would produce a miracle for everybody to see, even atheists and communists. This miracle did happen on October the 17th. That particular day it was raining really heavily, and amazingly over 70,000 people turned up, and the ground was filled with very large puddles and everybody was drenched. And a lot of people there were ready to get very angry with the children because of this. But during the vision, Lucia, the main visionary, pointed up to the sky and suddenly the clouds parted and the sun came out, and there was very coloured beams of light that everybody got to see. It was quite an extraordinary phenomenon. And then the sun started to come towards the ground and it got very big, and people thought it was the end of the world, and many people started to scream and shout and they started to run away saying it's the end of the world. Then suddenly the sun went back into its orbit and everyone then recovered, and they noticed that they were totally bone dry, their hair was dry, their clothes were dry, and the ground was totally dry, and nobody got burnt from this phenomenon. And to me that's truly extraordinary. Because of that, there was many, especially spiritual conversions, because there was a lot of communist people there ready to arrest the children for causing all of this. And there was a lot of people there just thought that they would get influenced from a large crowd just saying what they saw, but everybody got to see this, no matter if you're an atheist or everybody got to see the same thing. And there was also many physical healings at this site as well.
More recently we've had Medjugorje.
Yes.
Have there been any prophecies that have been proven to be correct there?
In Medjugorje, Our Lady is appearing there now for 44 years. None of the prophecies have come about, as the visionaries have not actually told them yet. They said at a future date they will start to reveal them, and then everybody on the whole earth will experience them. So this is quite a big, serious situation, because everybody is going to experience them, and that's what they promise.
Finally, in relation to Fatima, what was the last prophecy in Fatima?
Yes, Our Lady in 1917 prophesied that she would appear to Lucia one more time, and she did appear to Lucia in 1925 when Lucia was in her convent as she became a nun. And Lucia said that during this prophecy, it was the last prophecy from Fatima, and she said in the end, in time, one church, one faith, one religion, one holy apostolic Catholic church. And that's what this book is instrumental in proving. So if you want to be part of this prophecy, I'd advise you strongly to buy this book, as it does have the power and knowledge for somebody who's a very strong atheist to turn into a person with a very strong faith. As this book is just full of scientific backup, the latest in technology, and it's a very interesting read. Every page is very interesting.